Hello everyone. The main World Film Award Oscar 2024 has taken place. This year, the Oscars were held under the auspices of the so-called New Rules of the Academy, which primarily concerned the main nomination and the award for Best Film. To summarize, we can say that this year everything did not go according to plan. I mean, oddly enough, films that seemed to fit the new film award rules just perfectly. Either they simply did not receive an Oscar nomination, such as the film The Color Purple, or they turned out to be a complete failure, such as the film Barbie. It seems to me that this year the Film Academy suddenly decided to remember why this award was created in the first place, and what it is given for. I mean those times when Oscars were not won by some obscure films made for gourmets and critics, namely, a movie that was watched by hundreds of millions of people. In a word, the Oscars 2024 ceremony turned out to be beyond the usual framework in many respects, and the especially frank speech of Robert Downey, as well as the naked John Cena, only confirmed this. Well, in more detail about the winners, losers, scandals, and unexpected situations, we'll talk today in the video. Well, I think it's worth starting with the main triumph of this year. As you probably already guessed, it was the film Oppenheimer, directed by Christopher Nolan. As for the film Oppenheimer, it has been named among the main favorites for the Oscars for at least the last couple of months. Namely, after this movie received a record number of nominations, namely 13 pieces. So shortly before the awards ceremony, analysts said that Oppenheimer would receive about 8 awards. As a result, the analysts were wrong by only one figure. Christopher Nolan's film managed to win as many as 7 awards, which is certainly impressive. The film received the main award of the evening, namely the Oscar for Best Film. Also, Christopher Nolan himself was recognized as Best Director. Cillian Murphy and Robert Downey received awards for Best Actor in a Leading and Supporting Role. Oppenheimer was also awarded for Original Music, Cinematography, and Film Editing. By the way, the fact that the film Oppenheimer became a film award winner is also very impressive. The thing is that last fall, after the total success of the film, many critics and industry experts have said yes, the film Oppenheimer is an excellent candidate for the title of Best Film in the future Oscar. But because of the new rules of the film awards, he won't be able to win. Briefly explain the new rules of the film awards. Now, to receive an award in the Best Film category, it is necessary that at least half of the people in and behind the scenes be women, or representatives of the so-called various minorities, that is, not white people, as well as representatives of the LGBT community, or people with disabilities. And the whole point is that all the key characters in the film Oppenheimer are middle-aged white men. Plus, the director of the film is a man, and the main character of the film is also a man. In general, according to the new rules of the Film Academy, Oppenheimer's film should not have won. However, by some miracle, the film was first nominated in a record number of categories, including the Best Film category, and then awarded. How did this happen, you ask me? The whole point is to regain high ratings, and at least some attention from people. The Film Academy decided to turn a blind eye to its own rules. Also worth mentioning is the touching speech of Robert Downey, who received his award for Best Supporting Actor. "I would like to thank my terrible childhood, and the Academy, in that order," the actor said unexpectedly. He also thanked his wife Susan Downey, whom he compared to a veterinarian who picked him up as a stray, angry puppy. Robert Downey also said that he needed the role in the film Oppenheimer more than the film needed him. In general, the actor touched everyone with his speech. Besides, if you remember about the film Oppenheimer, then inevitably many will remember about Barbie. Unfortunately for many, the film Barbie was a complete disappointment. The thing is that Barbie received 8 nominations in different categories, including the Best Film category. Many were also outraged that Greta Gerwig did not receive a Best Director nomination, just as Margot Robbie did not receive a Best Actress nomination. But in the end, the Oscar became an even bigger disappointment for Barbie than originally expected. As a result, the movie received only one single statuette. And even then, it's not very related to cinema. Yes, Billie Eilish won an Oscar for her song in the film. This is her second Oscar. Thus, the singer and musician became the youngest winner of 2 Oscars in the world, which of course, is just mega cool. But specifically regarding Barbie, in all other respects the award ceremony was a complete disaster for the film. Probably few people expected that Barbie would receive the award for Best Film. However, on the other hand, looking at the new Oscar rules, one would expect that Barbie would still receive more awards, because the movie Barbie suits them very well. However, the award for Best Costumes, which was predicted for Barbie, went to the film Poor Things. By the way, a completely naked John Cena came out to announce the winner in this category, which of course caused a real sensation in the audience. John Cena said that the costumes were actually very important, and also that he was not able to open the envelope himself, because it was his only clothing. The scene with naked John Cena certainly made everyone laugh, but not the creators of Barbie, who missed out not only on the Oscar for Best Costumes but also on a couple more statuettes that they expected to receive. For example, the same film Poor Things also received an Oscar for Best Makeup and Best Art Direction, essentially taking away all the statuettes from the film Barbie, who ended up feeling offended. It is clear that there are fans and admirers on the internet, namely, mostly Barbie female fans, made quite a noise, blaming the Film Academy. But unfortunately, results are results. No one and nothing can cancel them. Thus, the film Poor Things became the second film in the number of awards, taking home 4 Oscar statuettes. Moreover, Emma Stone also received the award for Best Actress. In addition, the director of the film Godzilla -1 also received his statuette, Takashi Yamazaki. Everything happened exactly as I expected. This is a movie with a budget of only $10 million, which is quite modest for such a film. Received a statuette for Best Visual Effects, thus simply humiliating Marvel Studios and DC. The French film Anatomy of Fall received a statuette for its original screenplay. The best documentary film was 20 Days on Mariupol by Ukrainian director Mstislav Chernov. The award for Best Short Fiction Film went to The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar. The Last Repair Shop was also recognized as the Best Short Documentary Film. Well, now we're going to talk about the total losers of this awards season. The first was the film Killers of the Flower Moon from Martin Scorsese, starring Leonardo DiCaprio and Robert De Niro. By the way, many people here were very surprised, because in addition to the famous director and iconic actors, this story itself is as accurate as possible with its demonstration of white oppression. By the way, quite a true story. But it's not only that. The thing is that Martin Scorsese's cinema simply fit perfectly with all the new Oscar rules. But somehow it so happened that the film Killers of the Flower Moon, like Barbie, ended up with no award at all. The results of the Oscars 2024 certainly surprised many. Some got what they wanted, while others didn't receive than one award. In general, these are the results of the 2024 Oscars. Well, I think we can finish here. Subscribe to the channel, give it a like. Don't forget to share your opinion in the comments. And, thanks for watching. Bye bye everyone.